Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody, to the So Random and Weird Pod. We're back this week, and I'm Sarah, your host for today, and along with my best friend,
Tina, I'm here today feeling much better than last week as well.
looking much better. You looked out of it last week, friend. You really did.
I felt
Nothing. No, not saying anything bad, but you didn't look your chipper self. So
I felt
didn't
it.
look your chipper self.
So,
Yeah.
I'm definitely back and ready to be a person this week.
Drinking out of your cat Halloween mug, I love that, that's so cute, a little
Yes.
ghosty cat, love it. Could definitely tell you're a cat person. If I did not know that you had cats in your house with that mug, I could definitely think, "Hmm, I wonder if she likes cats."
She either wants to really badly have cats that she has everything that has cats on it, or she has cats.
Yeah, yeah. Is she one of those crazy cat ladies? No,
Yes, I am.
exactly. Nothing wrong with that, loving the crazy cat lady thing. 'Cause, right now I could do that too, let me tell you.
Yep, and
No
this
kids,
week
no husband,
this week is
I'm good.
Thanksgiving. So, you ready for Thanksgiving?
Well,
At
yeah,
least
because
here in the
honestly,
US.
yeah, because my mom, not a big fan of, cooking, cleaning, getting the house ready and everything like that anymore. Um, she is actually, and since I do Christmas, at my house, she was like, "I don't want you to have to worry about doing Thanksgiving either." She said, "And I'm getting older and, getting the house ready and the cooking and the prepping and the cleaning and she's like, it's a lot for me." And she said, "I think we should just look at going out." And I'm
Oh,
like, "Sure, I don't care, whatever, cool with me. I don't have to, like, help at all either, so yay." So yeah, we are going out to dinner, to the smorgasbord, Miller's Smorgasbord over in
oh.
Lancaster,
I don't think I've ever
and,
been to Miller's. It was always
they have a really nice spread. It's
mm,
pricey, but I mean, you get, like, prime rib, you get, tender you get, like, ham and turkey and, you get, like, all and then, like, the menu list is just phenomenal. I mean, it includes, of course, everything, including, like, gratuity and things like that, and includes dessert and, like, all non-alcoholic beverages, and the only thing you'd have to pay separately is alcohol if you want alcohol because they now have alcohol.
mm,
Um, it used to be, like, one of those, like, Amish Mennonite run, where they weren't open on Sundays, they didn't have
mhm.
alcohol. Like, Good and Plenty used to be, Plain and Fancy, but it was bought and taken over by, some kind of corporate I don't know, and now they serve alcohol as well, so and I might
Yeah,
just
no.
have to have a drink depending, don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, I used to
Especially
the we used to go to Shady Maple. That was our big one for the
Yep,
smorgasbords.
still that's still huge.
Yep, I haven't gone
Um,
since I was out there, so
well, you
over
can't
10 years
even,
now.
like there used to be even certain times that you could go and not hit just a ton of people, and there's
Mhm.
really no time that I mean, even, like, those off times now seem to be packed with people. So it's like, oh, it's huge.
Just
It's huge.
remember,
But,
don't do the pasta, get all the meat, you know. Make make y
was that why was that a thing?
Oh, it's just that,
Oh, no.
when you go to a smorgasbord, ignore all the cheap stuff. Go get the
Oh, yeah.
expensive stuff.
Salad, like, don't
If
why
yeah, make sure you get your money's
yeah,
worth.
exactly, like, why would you go and get, like, super salad or some dumb stuff, you know?
Mhm.
But,
Alright,
yeah.
so
Okay.
you me in suspense about today's topic, so you
Yep.
got a
So,
free space.
well, we were talking, you said, last time that, Ash had recommended, Andy Gavin's Eatery and Pub, I guess, which is out in what, in the Scranton area, and I thought, "Okay, I'm gonna check it out and look it up," it sounded interesting to me, when she was saying that it was, founded in the 1800s and it was, a boarding house and things like that. And so I looked it up and I thought I'm gonna take a quick look here and see, you know, what all is about George, who's, by the way, the ghost that haunts Andy Gavins. And yes, the first thing I found when I looked it up, strange things lurk inside Andy Gavins, one of Scranton's most haunted pubs. Staff and patrons whisper about George, the resident ghost who flickers lights, moves chairs after hours, and sends glasses flying from shelves. I knew I had
Hmm.
to check it out.
Yeah.
That's what I would that very first thing that stood out, and I'm like, "Yep." So it says you can't hide, not even in their restrooms. Some say the stall doors lock on their own with no one inside, followed by an unexplainable flush. I was like, "Huh." Of all places to haunt, the bathroom. Okay, maybe
Right.
just George is mischievous and wants to have fun, and I thought, "You know what? I know of other stories, like, of other bathroom ghosts," which I thought was kind of intriguing, like, yeah, of all places, the bathroom.
Mhm.
And, I thought, "I'm gonna look this up and see," you know, apparently bathroom ghosts, it's a big thing. It's a
I
big
mean,
thing.
and
Um
the thing is too is, like, bathrooms, that's, like, one of your most exposed moments, especially if you're wearing like, a onesie or, like, a romper. Because
yeah,
there's, like
I mean, but apparently it is huge in Japanese folklore.
oh,
Who'd have thought? So in Japanese folklore, there are a number of spirits rumored to appear in bathrooms. Uh, so and why, I have no idea, because let me tell you, when I die and if I become a spirit, the last place I'm gonna be is in the bathroom. I don't wanna be in it
exactly.
when I'm alive. Why do I wanna be in the bathroom when I'm dead? Seeing things I don't wanna see. Anyway, um, so in Japanese folklore, there are a number of spirits rumored to appear in bathrooms. Some, reach out from the insides of the toilets,
Ugh.
which, yeah, thank you. That was my feeling too. Others whisper through stall walls, but I mean, apparently each of, these ghosts, in this Japanese folklore have their own specific grim story, and they have particular behaviors, and they all share connection to the bathroom. Um, and I mean, yeah.
Alright, my face. Ugh. So, like,
Yeah, and like
ugh.
Stephen King's, I mean, that's bathroom stuff. I mean, it's plumbing, and I mean, I knew that there was definitely, like, a relation to, but, it's kind of explained that, in that, the bathroom is a place of transition, and that the portal is, the toilet is like a portal. It's a portal to a mysterious other world, we generally flush things away. And, it's kind of, it makes sense, they say that, you flush those things away and then, stuff comes back up. It can come back up through the toilet, and I'm like, "No." So a hand reaching up through the toilet, is just one of those possible creep out Japanese, folklore ghosts that,
Okay,
might visit somebody.
new fear unlocked because, like, I already have a fear of snakes being in the toilet.
Uh-huh,
Because, like, when I lived in Virginia or we would go down and visit my grandparents who lived out in the boonies of Virginia, there was one time, they had a filter thing, mesh something that was to keep out any of the water snakes that were down there, and I
uh-huh.
specifically remember them telling us to check before we went to the bathroom and to always keep the lid closed. So, I'm like, "No, no, I don't need no snake biting my vagina, now I don't need a ghost grabbing it either." That's where Donald Trump's gonna go when he dies.
I love it. Um But yeah, no, so I had to just kind of check out before right as I was doing all of this, I just had to kinda check out as well, um, what some of these folklore what some of these ghosts were, because, I mean, I like the movie The Grudge. The Grudge is based on not ba but I mean, it talks about, like, the very, spiritual, the very, you know, busy folklore of Japanese ghosts and hauntings and
Mhm.
spirits of the houses and things like anyway, um so I did have to find out that, there is a main well, not a main, but a toilet ghost, who is best known, I guess she's the best known toilet ghost. Her name is Hanako of the toilet. Um, yeah,
Now
she's said to be a ghost
announcing
of a young
Hanako
yeah,
of
it's
the toilet.
Hanako, Hanako. Um, she is said to be a ghost of a young girl who died around World War II and now haunts school bathrooms. She's usually described as, wearing an out-of-fashion red dress and a bob haircut. She can be summoned by going to the girls' bathroom on the 3rd floor, knocking on the 3rd stall 3 times, and saying, "Are you there, Hanako-san?" Depending on regional variations, Hanako-san will respond by saying, "Yes, I am," or a ghostly hand will appear.
But
If someone enters the stall, they could also be eaten by a three-headed lizard.
oh, that's a roll of the dice.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know what? For funsies, let's do this, Sheena. Let's go to a third over in Japan. We'll go to a third bathroom, a bathroom stall. We'll knock and hopefully we'll get eaten by a three-headed lizard.
Well,
Why? Why would
at
people wanna
least
do
we can
this?
go at the same time if it's a three-headed lizard.
That's that's true. We can go in groups, like, well, 'cause girls always go in groups,
And this is
Um,
why we go in groups.
exactly. So toilet girls don't eat us. Um, the last outcome notwithstanding, Hanako is generally just a spooky presence meant for a good scare. Hanako has appeared in numerous anime series and television shows and is pretty much a star. So she's, one of the well-known toilet ghosts. There's also another young girl who's said to haunt bathrooms of Japan. Um, her name is Kashima Reiko. Riko, Reiko, Kashima Riko. She's said to be the ghost of a girl who died when her legs were severed by a train.
Oh,
Her legless torso yeah, now haunts
just
bathroom
torso?
stalls.
Just
Just torso,
torso.
her legless torso. Well, I don't know. It says her legless torso. Um, there are YouTube videos, but I refuse to watch the videos. I will send you this post, this page, and if our
Okay.
listeners wanna watch these YouTube videos of these renditions of these ghosts, that is, they're more than welcome to.
Well, we'll
I
have to look into
I was like, "No, I am not getting creeped out by this nasty crap from in the bathroom. No way." So her legless torso now haunts bathroom stalls, asking unlucky visitors, "Where are my legs?" The correct response, "On the Maishin Expressway," could save your life. Otherwise, it's said that she might tear a person's legs off.
Ugh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. Why she haunts bathrooms after being killed by, getting hit by a train, who knows? Why she
Yeah.
haunts bathrooms. I mean, if she would have, died like Elvis sitting on the toilet, I get that, like, her come back saying, "Please don't give me any medication, I can't poop." I get that, but I don't get the train, the connection between the train and the bathroom, but whatever. Um, so, yeah, so then Kashima Riko is a bathroom-centric variation of another Japanese ghost story known as Tiki Tiki, and it's Teketeke, which also features the ghost of a young girl who was cut in half by a train. Once again, another train and bathroom. I don't know. It's
That's
the
not
Japanese, maybe they have,
illogical.
That's what
Maybe
I'm
it's
thinking,
the
like,
closest place.
if it was at a train station, maybe. I don't get the
Yeah.
train anyway. Um
Mm.
So there's also another version of the Kashima Riko story that suggests that she will appear within 1 month to anyone who learns her story. So I apologize to anyone here who is listening to us. If in a month's time Kashima Riko visits you, blame me. It is my fault. You can say, "You know what? Go haunt Sarah. Go haunt her family. Go to her bathroom and ask where your legs are.
I'm sure your daughter would love
Um,
her.
oh, she would. She would, and she would purposely not give the right response because she'd probably wanna see what's going on. Um, but yeah, so in a month like I said, in a month's time, if you get a story, and by the way, if it sounds familiar, that's actually kind of taken from the movie The Ring, or The
Mm.
Ring is taken from that movie. Um, so just a heads up, you may
And
get her visiting.
what is the right
The
response?
Ring franchise, so if, like, the liminal aspect that, makes bathrooms, like, it's so ripe for horror is with the Ring setup and everything like that. It's very similar with the Ring franchise and the Kashima Riko with the bathroom and stuff, so, um, but yeah, so, like I said, she may appear in a month, so just a heads up.
Is there
Um,
anything you'd say to her? Tell her,
well,
"Go back to the station?"
if she comes into my house and she asks me where her legs are, I'm gonna be definitely saying, "On the Maishin Expressway in Japan, go. Go over there. Go to go to Japan. Go back to
You're
Japan. There
you're
isn't
half a
even
world
no Maishin
away.
Expressway." Exactly, wrong continent, wrong country, you know? Um, but anyway, so, yeah, there's another, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but there's, another one who is, one of Japan's most famous mythological creatures, the Kappa,
Mm,
Kappa, is said to sometimes be found in bathrooms. It's not specifically thought of as a bathroom spirit, but more generally as a creature associated with water,
right.
usually rivers, ponds, but there are a lot of legends in which the Kappa appears in an outhouse. Love outhouses because here in Lancaster County, we got a crap ton, no pun intended, a crap ton of outhouses, okay?
There's no
And I've had to use outhouses
water.
when I've been visiting some Amish Mennonite friends. So, I had to read about the
That
outhouse ghost.
that but, ugh, there's no water. Okay,
I
I'm not gonna
know,
think
I
about it.
know.
I'm not gonna think about it.
Yeah,
My brain's gonna go
and that's
somewhere.
the thing too. That's the thing too. I was like, I have a phobia with toilets and bathrooms. Why I chose to look this crap up, once again, no pun intended. Um, so thank you, Ash. Thank you for telling me about bathroom ghosts and making me think about this. Anyway, um, but no, so like I was saying, the Kappa is it's associated more with outhouses. And it likes to harass people in outhouses, especially women. Of course, we get the shit end again, no pun intended.
Well, and the thing
It
is
doesn't really
we have to sit or squat
exactly.
to do all
Exactly.
of it, so
Exactly.
extra
We stay
exposed.
longer in the bathroom. We take our times, except for my husband and my son, because apparently they spend 30 minutes in bathrooms at a time, but whatever. We spend more time, we take the time. For me, the bathroom is a place that I can lock myself away from my family and just be like, and just I can relax for a few moments. Um, so no, I get the whole, Kappa wanting to harass us and yeah. Um, okay, so yes, sorry, so I did Kappa, yep, and then there is Akka. And these names, I mutilate these names, and I apologize. Please don't come and get me, these ghosts. Please don't. Um, Aka Manto, Akamanto, Manto. So this one, once again, is one of Japan's most gruesome bathroom ghosts.
Oh,
Gruesome bathroom ghosts. They're not all scary little girls. So Akamanto or Manto or Red Cape, I guess that's what that means, Red Cape.
mm.
Could also sometimes be called Blue Cape, because why not? Um, is said to resemble a person completely covered by a flowing cape and hood, wearing a mask that hides an irresistibly handsome face. He is said to appear to people, usually in the last stall, which of course I go in the last stall, but I've never seen anyone handsome in the bathroom, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Usually you see things you don't wanna see in the bathroom. He is said to appear to people as they are going to wipe. That is specifically what it says. As they are going to wipe, asking a strange question. He asks them, "Red cape or blue cape?" Or offers them red paper or blue paper. If you choose red, it'll lead to Akamanto flaying a person's back, a
Ugh.
red cape, because he's flaying the back.
Uh-huh.
Or another gruesome bloody death, while choosing blue will cause the spirit to suffocate you. Hence, you are turning blue.
Ew. Ew.
Yes. Yes. Why? Why? I mean, who comes up I don't I mean, I just I
And knowing my neurodivergent ass would be like, "White," and hold up the piece of toilet paper. Well, white
eh.
and brown.
Well, and yeah, and that and you what? You can't even do that because if you choose a color that's not, like, red or blue, he will drag you out of the stall, and it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. So, if you answer anything other than blue or red, he drags you to the underworld. He drags you out of the stall to the underworld. So, the only way to escape his punishment is to decline its offer entirely.
Well,
So, I
no,
Alright.
thank you.
I'm sorry, if I know, yeah, no, thank you. Domo arigato, no, no, thank you. Um, so yeah, no, these are some very interesting stories, and then, the last one I'm gonna go into before I go back to Andy Gavin's and my 2 other bathroom ghosts that I've experienced in my life. Um, a once again, I apologize for the name. Akaname, Akaname. Akaname? It's a goblin-esque yokai, I don't know what yokai is, spirit, it's filthy and disheveled. It has a long protruding tongue, and it is primarily known, and I'm gonna get skeezed out by this, for licking the filth off of bathtubs. Sheena, your face was hilarious. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry for
So
anybody who has a really bad Okay, so
yeah,
to let you
yeah.
know, yokai are a diverse class of supernatural beings and phenomena from Japanese folklore, ranging from ghosts and demons to mischievous shapeshifters and spirits.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I was gonna say I
I was
did
like,
not
"I
get a
know
chance
that
to pull
word."
that one up, but thank you so much for looking it up. I really appreciate it because yeah.
But
So,
oh,
s y yeah. So, while this ghost is included, and it's not really seen as particularly frightening, the image of a gross sprite, little
bleh.
sprite licking the dirt off a tub is not exactly friendly.
Okay, question though, because it's not a normal saliva, I'm guessing, would that count as getting it clean? Because I could use one of those to clean for me.
And that's like I wouldn't as long as I see and I wouldn't mind having that either, as long as, like, its tongue is like Lysol or
Yeah.
bleach, you know? If it has, like, bleach on its tongue, if its tongue is bleach or Lysol, hey, go at it. I've got 2 bathrooms. Go
Yep.
at it, you know? There's a toilet up there that you're gonna like. There's, the floors, of course, clean the tub and the toilet before you clean the floors, but, hey, whatever floats your boat, trust me,
Yeah.
you got my bathrooms.
You
As
know,
long
the
as I don't have to be up there watching it because I can't see anything licking my
right? If you like, that's
Yeah.
when you hover.
Yeah.
And people, "Why do you hover
Yeah.
at your own
I'll be like,
bathroom?"
"You know what? You "You hang out in here and you do your thing, and I'm gonna go in and do my podcast." And that way my
Mhm.
bathroom's getting clean while I'm doing my podcast.
Yes, and then but that also kinda reminds me of when I was out there living in Pennsylvania, and my cousin would always ask these really weird questions of, like, um, "If you had to make a choice, what would you do? Lick a public toilet seat or
Oh.
something else really gross?"
Oh.
And I would be like,
Oh god.
"Neither, thank you." Ugh.
Neither. No.
But then
No.
that's
If I'm
maybe they lost a bet like that.
if I'm I don't care. I mean, I don't if you're gonna be like, "Oh, you'll get called this," fine. Call me this name or that name. I don't care. I don't even wanna sit on the toilet. And that's what these ghosts are really about, these spirits is, the bathroom, like we were talking about, is your most vulnerable place. It really is. I mean, here you are, you're sitting down, you're naked, and you're doing something intensely personal, intensely private. And unless you're in the military or you're one of those, weird folks who we love, by the way, but, who maybe love sharing their bathroom habits with their spouses and pooping together. There are people that do that. I've heard it. I've seen it. They have toilets next to each other that they go to the bathroom together. I
Well, there's
can't share that
also
with
people
Mike.
who are
I love Mike.
mm,
I just can't.
no, not to ick anybody's yum, but there are people who find that arousing,
That
which is
too.
just
That too. And
not for me.
that's not a personal thing of mine. There's no judgment, but, to me, bathroom things stay in the bathroom. But, you know, but it's very personal moment, it's a very private moment, and you're vulnerable.
Mhm,
And, and you don't really wanna stay most people really don't wanna stay in the bathroom any longer than they have to.
mhm,
And, I remember when going out to, like, the outhouse and things like that when I would visit my grandparents' neighbors who were, Mennonite. And, it was weird, like, that cold air kind of coming up, from the ground underneath you, and, um, it was freaky. And even just being in the bathroom, I mean, even though the door's locked and the light's on and everything, and I joke that it's time to spend away from my kids, but even then, like, I kinda wanna get in, do my business, and get out, I really don't wanna linger. And
mhm.
that's part of what these ghosts are all about too, these stories. Um, oh, excuse me, but yeah. So, getting back to, um, Andy Gavin's. So, as I was saying, the building dates back to the 1800s. It is known to be haunted by a ghost called George. George's ghost is known to tinker with the lights, move dishes around, so it sounds like he does get out from the bathroom, which is great. I mean, like, you
Stay
need that
out.
diversity as a ghost. Yeah, you need that diversity. And then he does go in the bathroom, he latches the stall doors and flushes the toilets. And some people have actually seen him as well. So, that's really cool that he's been seen, he's been spotted. It sounds like he's really mischievous. Sounds like bathroom ghosts tend to be mischievous. Um, I remember when I was in Gettysburg, my family and I went to a restaurant called The Avenue, which is no longer there. It's kind of sad. Um, but we were waiting to get our food and everything, and we wanted to go to the bathroom. It was me and I don't know if it was my mom, if it was a friend of mine, but they had to go to the bathroom. And so we I went with the person. I think it was my mom, and we were waiting and waiting. The door was locked. My mom had tried it, and we were just waiting. And the toilet flush. We got the toilet flush. We're like, oh yay, person's done, perfect, because it was like one of those single person bathrooms.
Mhm.
Waiting, no one comes out. We're like, "What the hell?" So my mom tried the door, and it was unlocked. She opened it, and we look at each other, and we look in the bathroom, there's no other way out.
Mhm.
Like, there was a full-length mirror, a sink, and a toilet. Like, the sink was across from the toilet. There was no other door unless there was, like, something behind the mirror, like some kinda, like, secret panel or something. But we had tried the door. The door had been locked, and we heard the flush.
Did you tell them to wash their
Nothing.
hands?
Again, and then we did not hear the sink. We did not hear the sink. So, there is definitely a woman ghost out there who does not know hand hygiene, the
Ew.
importance of hand hygiene. But, I mean, if
Typhoid
we're talking
Mary.
Gettysburg, we probably didn't know hand hygiene back then anyway in the 1860s, so we didn't really know a
Right.
whole lot of hand hygiene.
Mhm.
Um, but and then another, interesting this is once again, this is a Gettysburg bathroom ghost story. My mom and I and this happens a lot to me and my mom for some reason, and she, I think I've said it before, she's sensitive to the things that are out there, she's sensitive to feelings, to, like she'll one time we were at a haunted B&B and B, and we wanted to check out one of the rooms and she wouldn't go up to the room. She wouldn't go up the stairs to the room. She wouldn't go in the room. She wanted nothing to do with the room. Just a feeling she had. And I trust her. I trust her feelings. I trust those feelings. Um, so anyway, we were at another restaurant. This was, oh God, what was it called? It was at a pub. It was at the square in Gettysburg. And it
Hmm.
actually had a fire recently. Oh, well, many years ago. But, and that's part of the ghost story. We were in the pub downstairs, like in the restaurant sit down restaurant downstairs. The bathrooms were on the 2nd floor. Why bathrooms are on the 2nd floor? I mean, it was an old house.
Mm.
Sure, whatever, I get it. Um, so my mom went upstairs to go to the bathroom, and she came back down and she's like, "This is really odd, but there was something going on upstairs." She's like, "I don't know what it was." She's like, "I had really." Yeah, when I went to the bathroom, I had a really weird feeling. I felt like, I walked down this hallway that was dark and weird. And she said, being in the bathroom, um, it was I just had feelings that I wasn't wanted there, that I needed to get out. She said it was not a comfortable experience at all to be on that 2nd floor and in that bathroom upstairs.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, well, I think I'm gonna hold it. I don't think I'm gonna go to the bathroom because, didn't really wanna go through that, and, a few years later, there was a fire in that restaurant, and it started on the 2nd floor. Not in the kitchen, but on the 2nd floor,
Huh.
which I was like, "Huh, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting." So, yeah, I have to say that was very, I never knew bathroom ghosts were a thing, but after reading about, George and I thought I'm gonna check it out. And Andy Gavin's Eatery and Pub is supposed to be the one of the most haunted places in Scranton. So I suggest if anyone's in the Scranton area and wants to check it out, let us know if you go or take pictures and see if you hear any sounds, any flushing toilets, or any stalls getting locked on you. And if you get any pictures of George, send them to us. Let us know. We want to see
Yeah.
George. I wonder what
Yes.
Georgia's history is. I tried looking up Georgia's history, and I didn't find a whole lot on Georgia's history. But,
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, I can't say I've ever had any experience in a bathroom. I mean, I've been creeped out by bathrooms, but mostly that's just because of a hygiene thing. But yeah, I've not experienced
Yeah.
much in the bathroom, and usually I just write everything off as, "Oh, it's just an electric thing," because most of the time it's the
Yeah,
electric mm, bathrooms. So,
yeah, I get creeped out just in general by ghosts and, well, by bathrooms, and I get skeezed out, and I yeah, I can't stay in bathrooms too long.
yep. Well, I went ahead and I spun the wheel.
Ooh,
Do, 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 do.
awesome,
You
awesome. So, myth and legends and lore?
Yep, myth, legends, and lore. So,
Awesome,
you
awesome.
can the myth, the legend, the man. No. So
Okay,
that's
sounds
for
good.
you. I have history next week, and I'm gonna stay with the little I'm gonna keep it under wraps.
I tell ya. Seriously? Make us
It's
suffer. Alright.
yes, yes, building suspense, and,
Okay. That's
it is
cool.
gonna be something that's a bit more recent in history, and it may be
Okay.
something I don't know, I would totally be this person in another life if I could, and,
Okay.
yeah, so, um, follow us on Instagram and on our Facebook at So Random and Weird Pod and Podcast, on Facebook. There's also you can email
YouTube.
us your stories at so random and weird pod at gmail.com. What else? So yeah,
Don't
let
forget
us know.
YouTube. We're
Give
on
us your
YouTube,
stories. Oh yeah, we have. So you can find
Facebook.
us on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube for your listening pleasure. And we also want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day.
Yes, yes, for those who celebrate and those, here in the US who celebrate, if you eat turkey or if you like my mom, likes eating different things on Thanksgiving and not the traditional turkey. That's a debate for some other time, turkey on Thanksgiving or not, because my husband is very traditional and it has to be turkey. And, my mom is like, why? I'm sick of turkey. Let's do ham. Let's do breaded shrimp. Let's do, tenderloin. And Mike's like, no, it's Thanksgiving. It's turkey. God
Yeah,
forbid we switch it up a little bit, but
I'm open to it. I mean, I do enjoy a good turkey and stuffing because we make our own. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm open. Just if we have ham, don't put pineapple or brown sugar on it. Just give it to me, just plain ham. So
yeah.
that's my only complaint about it. And I'll be heading over to a friend's house this year for an old
I was gonna
roommate.
say, I know. Okay. I was gonna say, I know since you had moved out and everything, from I didn't know if you were driving back to visit your mom or anything, or
Nah,
gotcha.
nah. Nope. I'm gonna go spend some time with some old roommates, which is gonna be fun. And
That's cool.
we will see you next week.
All right, that sounds good. And we will learn about this mysterious history that you're gonna talk about.
Yep. All right. Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye. Thanks, guys. Love you.